Go.
Ajabeya, Bababishima. Right? Africa, right? That's the one we're talking about. Well, I want to let everybody know that Africa is not just Nigeria. Yes, there are a lot of Nigerians, but yes, there are Kenyans, there are people from Zimbabwe, Sudan. It's just a wonderful continent. I just want to let the whole world know that it's just a great place to be, and I want to clear up all misconceptions about Africans. We are really cool people, and I hope that through ASA and other organizations, people can learn more about our beautiful continent and our culture and all the things that we represent. So, go Africa!
Whenever I hear the word Africa, it evokes a passion, and that passion is inexplainable. It is my identity, it's who I am, it's in everything I do. And wherever I go, I hope that I can be able to reflect that.
When I think about Africa, I think about my friends, my family. I think about fufu. I think about rice and stew. I think about never ceasing light. Basically, I think about home.
When people say Africa, what comes to my mind is a beautiful paradox. You have what people call savagery, but at the same time, other people can see the beauty in it. You have what people call primitive, at the same time, other people see the intellectuals within it. And you have people who come from such a harsh place, but yet they develop some of the most beautiful cultures ever. So that's what comes to my mind when I say Africa.
When I hear Africa, what do I think? Beautiful, beautiful, sexy African women. Talk less about men, fine, hardworking African men. I mean, come on now, Africa, culture, tradition, just amazing thing. Like, Africa is the place to be, it's paradise.
Africa, I think you should invest some of your time in learning about Africa. I'm telling you, it has much more impact on America and the rest of the world than you would ever imagine. So if you want to understand where you come from, if you want to understand America better, I think you should start from the beginning of civilization. I think you should go back to Africa.
Hey, Chinedu, we recording.
Hey, I'm Alpha. Yeah, waiting dinner. All these shankers, guy, man, they agree to not die. As my guys talk, Africa touch die. In other words, Africa is a place to be in.
Afrique, mon Afrique. Afrique des filles éveillées dans les savanes ancestrales. Afrique chante ma grand-mère au bord de son fleuve lointain. Let me stop. Let me tell you what I think of Africa. It's one thing. Actually, it's a lot. It's history, it's tradition, it's heritage, it's family, it's the creator of all civilization.
When I think about Africa, I said to myself, you need to just remember that Africa is home. You see, the food, the culture, everything that you love is in Africa. Even though I was born here and raised here in America, Houston, Southwest LA, Texas, you see, it's just, you always have to remember where you come from because it's very important. That's why you all are here today. Because not only me, because I'm black, everybody that's out there is from Africa, the cradle of all civilization, Abby.
When I think of Africa, I think of its beautiful culture. It's highly misunderstood here in the States, but for people like us who have not only, even though we're not born there, we're raised in that culture, we see it as a very beautiful thing, from the dancing to the food to all the rituals. It's an amazing thing, and I think that here at University of Texas and with ASA, we're here to bring that here and to show you guys how beautiful our culture really is.
Okay, when I first came to the U.S., people asked me questions about Africa. Do we drive cars? Do we wear shoes? How do we get to the airport? Did I climb from tree to tree, go into classrooms and stuff? But I just have one answer to those people. This is Africa.
When I think of Africa, I think of home. I think of my family and how hard my parents worked to get us here, to get me here. I think of my friends and how they keep me cultured and focused. I think of my religion, you know, what drives me, what makes me who I am. Africa is me. I am Africa.
What's Africa?
Heritage. It's my culture, my life, my home. It's where everybody comes from. It's Africa. There's nothing else like it.
Kwandinova Africa. Haisi Zimbabwe, haisi Kenya, haisi Nigeria. Ndinova Africa. Ininda katin dirim African. It means I'm an African person with everyone. Everyone I meet is African. I don't care if you're from Senegal or Kenya, Zimbabwe or Nigeria. Everyone is African in some way.
I could just tell the African people one thing. Rejoice and shout with laughter. Throw all your burdens down. If God has been so gracious as to make you black or brown, for you are a great nation, a people of great birth. For where would spring the flowers if God took away the earth? Rejoice and shout with laughter. Throw all your burdens down. For yours is a glorious heritage if you are black or brown.
Africa is a resemblance of me. It's very soulful, it's very loud, it's very beautiful, and most of all, it is H-O-T-T.
Greetings. When I think of Africa, I think of a mixture of culture and respect.
When I think of Africa, I think of a number of things. Two of them are my shirt and my shoes.
When I think of Africa, I think of hope, resilience, beauty, and best of all, good food.
When I think of Africa, I think of the food. Amala, fufu, rice, ice water, coconut, and akara.
Africa, my motherland. Hey! When I think about Africa, I think about three things. Something colorful, something tropical, and something beautiful.
Africa mweka. Africa mosinyai. Monyu nampal ñu bamba nañu yar ñu bañu dem ba tollu ni kon nak tay dañuy jotaay diko delo jukal wasalaam.
Makadi yenyu ndinokutenda ine kuti mauya nhasi kunzwa izwi yeAfrica, izwi yevanhu veku Nigeria, Senegal, Zimbabwe, kwese kwese. Nhasi tiri kunzwa izwi yeAfrica. Welcome to First Africa.